One of my good friends in high school had this lake house. It was given to his parents by their grandparents, and they lived in this house from 1993. One day in 93, his mom woke him and his younger sister up and left the house. Mind you, it was 2-3 a.m. They went to a restaurant that was open 24/7 and stayed there until sunrise and went home, packed all of their clothing and other important things and left the house. They never went back, and his mother will not talk about what happened. They still own this property. It has 2 homes on it and is lakefront, probably worth millions. The power is still on and his dad comes and checks on it every so often. So in hearing that story, we of course went to the lake house. Pulling up a motion sensor floodlight flicked on and stayed on. Unlocked the deadbolt, which requires a key to open on both sides, and walked in. Instantly you got that creepy feeling like someone was watching you. We walked around for about half an hour, walking up the stairs and unlocking another door with a deadbolt on both sides. And man was it eerie, all the furniture still set up, his sister's nursery still intact, and a tea kettle still on the stove. Just straight up creepy in every way. Finally we go to leave and decide to go through the garage. I have the keys and, again, you had to have a key to unlock it from the inside. I'm trying to open the door and turn around to get a light, just in time to see a rock come from somewhere down the hall and hit my foot. Staring at all 3 of my friends and not seeing them do anything with their arms or leg or anything else, I decide to try to unlock the door more rapidly. Finally find the right key and put it in the keyhole. As soon as I do, the garage door opens about 2 feet, and thanks to the motion sensor floodlight that's still on, I can see a chair in the garage. The chair proceeds to be thrown against the wall with a violence I can't describe, and the garage door is slammed shut. I turn around to say, let's get the hell out of here, and see a rock come from darkness and hit the wall with a lot of force right next to my head. At this point, I'm done. We run back to the stairs down to the basement, and for the safety of the door we came in, the door which requires a key on either side to lock or unlock, and we left unlocked, is locked. Freaking out. Hearing what sounds like heavy running footsteps upstairs, I am panicking to find the key. Finally, I find it and unlock the door. We run to the next door, and you guessed it, locked. I again find the right key as the footsteps are getting louder and coming down the stairs. We run out the door, and it gets left open by the last person out. And then, as we go to shut it, the door is slammed shut, and instantly, you hear the deadbolt get locked. At this point, we are only focusing on getting out of this place. We run to the truck, and all 4 of us pile in, and as soon as the truck starts, every single light in the house comes on at once. My buddy slams it into reverse, and we are flying down this very long driveway, and as soon as our tires leave the gravel and hit the pavement, every light in the house turns off, leaving it in absolute darkness. Something very, very bad is in that house. Not sure what, but I'll never go back, and I absolutely believe in ghosts and demons.
Don't worry, guys. The trail is a short loop. That was the sentence that got my cousin, sister, and me hopelessly lost on a wet, muddy mountain trail just hours before dark. It's now a joke among us, but it ensured I'd never go hiking again. And the reason I can't sleep in those cold nights, because now I know there's something out there. This all started during my extended family's annual vacation in the Blue Ridge Mountains. The cabin was isolated at the base of a mountain covered in trails. My sister, cousins, and I decided to escape the noise of our younger cousins and took to a trail. Will, an avid hiker, led the way, confidently saying, "Don't worry, guys, the trail is a short loop." "I think it's supposed to rain," I said nervously, eyeing the dark clouds. We left our phones in the car to avoid ruining them in the mud. Except for Will, who kept his. We set off around 3 p.m. The first hour wasn't bad. The rain held off, and we even joked about horror stories. But after 30 minutes, we reached a clearing that seemed to mark the end of the trail. "This isn't a loop," Danny said, but Will insisted otherwise, leading us down another path just as it started to rain heavily. 2 hours later, we were still hiking, clearly lost. "Let's turn around," Danny suggested, and we all agreed. Retracing our steps, we soon faced multiple trail splits and were hopelessly lost. Will pulled out his phone to find our location, only to see we weren't on any trail, and his battery was at 8%. As we continued walking, the rain stopped, leaving the woods eerily silent. Do you see that? Danny pointed to a ravine. We all looked and saw a dark, distorted, human-shaped figure standing there, glitching unnaturally and staring back with huge human eyes. "Hey guys, there's a road near us." Will stopped, seeing our horrified expressions. He turned to look and screamed. The creature's head twitched in his direction, its eyes fixed on him. We all sprinted down the muddy trail, not caring where we were going. Will directed us toward the road. I glanced back to see the thing following us, always staring, always smiling. We finally saw a light and crashed through the undergrowth to a river, wading across to the other side. There the creature stood at the river's edge, eyes glowing, the whining sound louder and more painful. We ran toward the light, reaching a street lamp and a road. Will's phone had 2% battery left. He sent our location to the family group chat just before it died. Minutes later, my mum's SUV arrived. As we drove away, Danny whispered, "It was standing under the streetlight, just watching us." We never told anyone about the thing in the woods. Who would have believed us?
I'm a finance major at Rutgers University, interning with a prestigious financial group in Pennsylvania. I don't easily believe in the supernatural, but my visit to the Gribble House paranormal experience in Savannah, Georgia, on August 7th, 2013, left me confused. The Gribble House is known for its violent history and is now a paranormal investigation site. My mum and I joined a tour led by Willie, who explained the equipment: a spirit box, laser thermometer, flashlight, EMF detector, and digital recorder. In the last minutes of the investigation, I found myself alone in the southeast corner of the sweltering warehouse. Using the spirit box, I asked, "How many soldiers are here with me?" It replied, 3. "Are you all Confederate soldiers?" "Yes," someone answered. My EMF detector lit up, indicating a nearby spirit. I asked, "Were you alive in the 1800s?" The detector blinked once. "Did you die in a major battle during the war?" As I said, "die," the spirit left and the light faded. Apologizing, I asked more questions. The spirit returned and I asked, "Could you move closer to me so I can feel you?" The cold energy moved through me, a chilling sensation unlike anything I'd ever experienced. My mom called me to leave, and as I thanked the spirits, a female voice said, "Goodbye," through the spirit box. My EMF detector lit up again as we left, indicating a spirit wanted me to stay, but our time was up. Earlier, in the northeast corner, I felt a presence behind me. When my mum placed the EMF detector there, it lit up. I asked if it was Paul, one of the supposed ghosts, and the light blinked once. The spirit left when our guide approached. Another odd occurrence happened when I asked the spirits to do something on the count of 10. At 6, a voice said 7 through the spirit box. Near the southeast corner, my meter lit up again. I asked if a spirit was present, and the light blinked once. I asked if they'd show themselves if my mum took a picture on the count of 3. The voice responded, "Yes," but my mum mistimed the shots. The voice said, "Late," and then, "Very." I left for vacation 99.9%, sure there are no such things as ghosts. Now, I'm almost certain there are beings from forgotten times roaming the earth. Maybe human consciousness is more complex than we think, and perhaps we leave behind a part of ourselves that reaches out to say, "I existed." If you visit Savannah, Georgia, I highly recommend the Gribble House paranormal experience. Something unexplainable is happening there.
I hope you found these stories as chilling and unsettling as I did. It's a stark reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger and more frightening than fiction. If you enjoyed these tales of suspense, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more spine-chilling content. This is your host, Nicholas Black. Until next time.